everybody, and welcome to John Talks Indian Cinema. I am your host, the Indian Cine-MANIAC, back with another TV series 10-ish minute review. That's right, I'm continuing with the B star uh, ARDS of Bollywood. We all know what it means. It's the bastards of Bollywood. Okay, so the series, I've already reviewed episode one and two. It's written and directed by Shah Rukh Khan's kid, Aryan Khan, I believe his name is. It stars Bobby Deol, Laksha, Raghav Jial, Sar Bamba, who is gorgeous, by the way, Anya Singh, Manish Chadhari, Karan Johar as himself, and Rajat Bedi, who I don't think I've seen in anything, but he was actually pretty good in this. I kind of like him. So, all right, episode one and two has already gone by, so we know the thread of the story. Young up and comer gets his break in Bollywood, and the big star Bobby Deol's character Ajay doesn't like it that he's in a movie with his beautiful daughter, and there's some friction there, and you don't really understand why. So in episode three, called Barbad Mohabbat, that's episode three. Um, uh, uh, Assman, Assman, and Parvez go to Goa, where for the movie they hire an intimacy coach to teach Karishma and Asman how to be intimate. Now, the person who played the coach was Emrab Hashmi, and I know it's a cameo. I just don't think I've seen this guy in anything, but he was pretty funny. He was almost like a drill sergeant in these war movies. Um, so he's working on getting them intimate for the love scenes that they're going to have to do. And the friend Parvez, who you're not quite sure if he likes the ladies or the guys, starts singing a love song to this coach. And the coach is a little taken aback by it, but it goes on for a little bit. Anyway, so that's a pretty funny scene too, till they reach their intimacy. And there's actually a song, a musical number where they go through their training of this intimacy stuff. And then at one point, and this was kind of funny, they're in a restaurant eating, and Karishma chokes on something. So Asman does the Heimlich maneuver to get the food out of her mouth. Now it goes viral because it looks like, in fact, they say it in the show that he's humping her from behind. So that causes the whole thing with Ajay, who didn't like this in the first place and is going crazy. So that's a big viral thing that happens. Okay. In fact, the press said he was dry humping her. And then when it comes out that way, Karan, who's producing the movie, says you don't F with the movie Mafia. And then what happens is, so Osman wants to do this film with Karan, but he's got a 3-year picture deal with Freddie, the evil producer. Well, Parvez gets his criminal buddies while Freddie's getting massaged. They go after him, and that's a very funny scene because he's all oiled up. It's pretty funny, actually. And they get him to sign a deal that Osman's out of the contract. And so he gets out of the contract so he can do the film with Karan. Now, I will say this about the show. Now, this is only episode three, but it's definitely got a much harder R-rated edge than most Bollywood stuff, for sure. Everybody's F-bombing. Everybody. Doesn't matter who it is. Even some of the cameos that there are. And that's really the third episode. It's him getting out of the contract, them working with the intimacy coach, which is effective because what he did was he used reverse psychology. He got them all angry at him, the coach, so that would bring them closer together. So it worked. So it's going to make the movie that much better. So that was episode three. Now, episode four is called The Bullshit Party. Very clever titles, I might add. So It starts off the episode with a song. He's a bad mother effer. That's how it starts. And then you meet Gaffor, who's the criminal, the head criminal, played by Ashard Warsi, who I've seen in Munabai and Jolly LLB, who's actually very funny in this. Not a huge part, but funny when he's there. So there's a guy singing the theme song to Gaffor. It's a high pitched song. And as they introduce him, he's singing it. Well, then Warshi pulls out a gun and shoots him. He never liked that song. He never liked that guy singing the song. So now you know who this guy is, right? And then at one point, somebody says, and I don't remember who it was, they said instead of LGBTQ, they say LGTV. So that was funny. Now, Osman's uncle is a musician who now ends up working with a DJ to remix a song that he wrote that became a big viral hit. It's called "You Have No Idea," and there's a bird is clucking throughout it. Okay, so then now we go back to Osman in this show's all over the place, by the way. Osman and Karishma. They just finished with the intimacy coach, and Ajay is trying to talk to her about it, that they shouldn't be doing love scenes in these movies. It's not appropriate. And she says, no one runs around trees anymore, Dad. Now, I get the reference because in a lot of the older films, that's what the love scenes are. They're out by trees singing a song, running around. So I got that reference. I just want you to know that. Um, so he shows up. Osman goes to Karishma's birthday party, which, by the way, this is a beautiful girl. I don't know who she is. I don't remember her from any other movies, but she is drop dead gorgeous. And she looks, the dresses they put her in, she's just so beautiful. And you see that Osman's fallen in love with her. So she invites him to her birthday party. Well, at this birthday party, there is a cameo. Now, so far I've liked the cameos. This one was Salman Khan, and it was kind of stupid. It was very short. He was invited to it, but you could tell he really didn't want to be there, and then that was it. That was the cameo. At least some of the other cameos, there was a little more to it. This one was just, hey, it's Salman Khan. So I wasn't crazy about that, and I like Salman Khan. Now Samir, who is the fiance, is talked into by Ajay to propose to her in front of everybody, Karishma. Now Karishma's kind of fallen in love with Osman, but now they're on this stage and he's proposing and she says yes because all eyes are on her. Well, of course, now we're getting into soap opera. Osman looks at her with doughy eyes and realizes he can't have her and he leaves the party. Um, so now the party's over and he's upset. But when he goes back to his place, he finds out he's been nominated for a Film First Award in the Best Actor category. So that's kind of cool. So he goes into a bar, they're celebrating, and then there's a fight that breaks out. He goes after some bullies, and that's a pretty good, it's a good song with a good action scene. And the episode ends with he's outside and a van pulls up, they put a bag over his head, and they kidnap him. That's how the episode ends. Okay. So I'm going to review episodes 4 and 5. There's only 7 episodes. Excuse me. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 and 6, excuse me. And then I'll review the finale. But so far, I really like this. Now, I'm not going into, if you haven't seen it, you definitely want to see it. I think it really goes after Bollywood, nepotism, the tropes of Bollywood movies, definitely. I will say that there are times when it gets a little melodramatic, like to a fault, but I like what I'm seeing. I'd like to see more of the behind the scenes movie stuff. They've kind of gotten away from that. And it's more soap opera-ish. Because you don't quite really understand why Bobby Deol's character is so against Osman. You understand some of the other roles, like the guy who plays Jaraj. I really like him, Rajat Bedi. I've never seen him in anything, but he plays this I don't want to say over the hill, but an actor who hasn't really done anything in a long time, and he's trying to figure out ways to get back in. And he's kind of a funny character, so I like him. But overall, I really like this show so far. And it's only been 4 episodes, I grant you, but I'm looking forward to the rest of it because they're easy watches. They're between a half an hour to about 50-minute episodes, so it's an easy watch. So I'm looking forward to 5, 6, and the finale. So let me, if you've watched any of this so far, and please, if you've watched the whole thing, don't spoil anything. I still haven't finished the episode, so I want to make sure nothing gets spoiled in the comments. But the first 4 episodes, what did you think? What did you think of the cameos? What did you think about the way they're going after Bollywood? I don't know what the reaction is from the Bollywood community, but I'd love to hear from you guys, so let me know. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the notification button, hit the like button, and please share. Right now, I'm at 1,640 subscribers. I'm shooting for 2,000. With your help, I think we can do it. So please take a look for the next two, episode 5 and 6, and the finale, which will be its own review. Okay? Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you soon with either a 10-minute review, a trailer reaction, or maybe a TV series reaction. Okay? Until then, we'll talk to you soon.